7 Foods to Never Eat After 40. As we age, our body undergoes various changes and our nutritional needs also change. In our 40s, our body requires different nutrients, and certain foods that were healthy for us before may not be suitable anymore. Avoiding these 12 foods after your 40s can help you maintain good health and prevent various health issues. Instead, focus on consuming a diet rich in whole, unprocessed foods, lean protein, healthy fats, and fiber. In this video, we'll look at 7 foods to never eat after 40. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more health and wellness tips. Number 7. Sugary foods and beverages. Sugary foods and beverages are foods and drinks that contain added sugars, which are high in calories and have little to no nutritional value. Examples of sugary foods and beverages include candy, soda, fruit juice, sweetened tea and coffee drinks, baked goods, and desserts. Consuming too much sugar can have negative effects, especially for those after 40. In particular, it can increase the risk of weight gain, diabetes, and heart disease. As we age, our metabolism slows down, making it harder for our bodies to process excess sugar, leading to an increased risk of chronic diseases. One issue with sugary foods and beverages is that they are often high in calories, but they don't provide a feeling of fullness, which can lead to overconsumption and weight gain. They also spike blood sugar levels, which can lead to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes. To reduce your intake of sugary foods and beverages, it is important to read food labels and be mindful of added sugars. Instead of reaching for sugary snacks and drinks, choose healthier options like fresh fruits, vegetables, whole grains, and lean protein. Number 6. Fried foods. Fried foods are foods that are cooked in oil at high temperatures. Examples of fried foods include French fries, fried chicken, and fried fish. While fried foods can be tasty and satisfying, consuming too many of them can have negative health effects, especially as we age. Fried foods are often high in calories, unhealthy fats, and sodium, which can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and an increased risk of heart disease and stroke. Additionally, the process of frying can create harmful compounds such as acrylamide and advanced glycation end products, which have been linked to an increased risk of cancer and other chronic diseases. To reduce the negative health effects of fried foods, it's recommended to limit their consumption or avoid them altogether. Instead, choose healthier cooking methods such as baking, grilling, or roasting. It's important to be mindful of portion sizes and not to overeat fried foods. A small serving of fried food as an occasional treat is unlikely to have a significant impact on overall health, but regularly consuming large portions can quickly add up to negative health effects. Number 5. Trans fats. Trans fats are a type of unsaturated fat that are commonly found in processed foods, fast foods, and fried foods. They are created by adding hydrogen to liquid vegetable oils, which increases their shelf life and stability. Trans fats are particularly harmful to our health because they increase the risk of heart disease by raising levels of LDL cholesterol and lowering levels of HDL cholesterol. They also promote inflammation, which can contribute to other chronic diseases such as diabetes, Alzheimer's disease, and cancer. In 2015, the U.S. Food and Drug Administration issued a ruling that partially hydrogenated oils, the primary source of artificial trans fats, were no longer generally recognized as safe. To avoid trans fats, it is important to read food labels and choose foods that are labeled trans fat-free or no partially hydrogenated oils. Foods that are high in trans fats include baked goods such as pastries and donuts, fried foods such as French fries and fried chicken, and processed foods such as margarine, crackers, and snack foods. Instead of consuming trans fats, it is recommended to choose foods that are high in unsaturated fats such as olive oils, nuts, seeds, and fatty fish. These foods can help to lower LDL cholesterol levels and reduce the risk of heart disease. Number 4. Alcohol. Alcohol is a beverage that is consumed worldwide and is commonly associated with socializing and relaxation. However, as we age, our bodies become less efficient at metabolizing alcohol, and excessive alcohol consumption can have negative health effects. Drinking alcohol in moderation, which is defined as up to 1 drink per day for women and up to 2 drinks per day for men, may have some health benefits, such as reducing the risk of heart disease. However, consuming too much alcohol can increase the risk of several health problems, including liver disease, cancer, and high blood pressure. Alcohol has a significant impact on brain function, including memory and cognition, and can lead to impaired judgment and coordination, making it dangerous for older adults to consume too much alcohol. In addition to the direct health effects of alcohol, it can also lead to poor food choices, which can further exacerbate negative health outcomes. Drinking alcohol can also interfere with sleep, which is important for overall health, especially as we age. To reduce the negative health effects of alcohol, it is recommended that older adults limit their consumptions and be mindful of the amount and frequency of their alcohol intake. If you choose to drink, it is important to do so in moderation and to avoid binge drinking. Number 3. Processed meats. Processed meats are meats that have been treated with preservatives or other additives to enhance flavor and increase shelf life. Examples of processed meats include hot dogs, sausages, bacon, and deli meats. While meats are an important source of protein, consuming too much processed meat can have negative health effects, especially as we age. Processed meats are often high in sodium, saturated fats, and calories, which can lead to weight gain, high blood pressure, and an increased risk of heart disease and stroke. Additionally, the World Health Organization has classified processed meats as a Group 1 carcinogen, which means that there is sufficient evidence to suggest that consuming processed meats can increase the risk of colorectal cancer. To reduce the negative health effects of processed meats, it is recommended to limit their consumptions to avoid them altogether. Instead, choose healthier sources of protein such as fish, poultry, beans, and nuts. When purchasing meat, it's important to read labels and choose unprocessed or minimally processed options. For example, choose fresh meats that have not been treated with additives or preservatives and avoid meats that have been smoked, cured, or salted. Number 2. High-sodium foods. High-sodium foods are foods that contain a significant amount of sodium, which is a mineral that is necessary for the body to function properly. However, consuming too much sodium can have negative health effects, especially as we age. Excessive sodium intake can increase blood pressure, which is a major risk factor for heart disease and stroke. High-sodium diets can also increase the risk of kidney disease and osteoporosis. Many processed and packaged foods, including canned soups, condiments, and frozen meals, are high in sodium. Fast food and restaurant meals are also often high in sodium, as are many snack foods. To reduce the negative health effects of high-sodium foods, it's recommended to limit their consumptions or avoid them altogether. The American Heart Association recommends consuming no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium per day and ideally less than 1,500 milligrams per day. Number 1. Refined grains. Refined grains are grains that have been processed to remove the bran and germ, leaving only the endosperm. This process strips away many of the nutrients, including fiber, vitamins, and minerals that are present in whole grains. Examples of refined grains include white bread, white rice, and many baked goods and pastries. While refined grains are often more appealing in terms of taste and texture, they are generally less healthy than whole grains. Consuming too many refined grains can lead to negative health effects, especially as we age. A diet high in refined grains has been linked to an increased risk of obesity, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. This is partly due to the fact that refined grains are often high in calories and low in nutrients, which can lead to overeating and poor nutrition. To reduce the negative effects of refined grains, it is recommended to choose whole grains whenever possible. Whole grains include the entire grain, including the bran, germ, and endosperm, and are a good source of fiber, vitamins, and minerals. Examples of whole grains include brown rice, whole wheat bread, oatmeal, and quinoa. These foods can be incorporated into the diet in a variety of ways, such as using whole wheat flour in baking, choosing whole grain cereals for breakfast, and substituting brown rice for white rice. And with that being said, it's time to end our today's video. Subscribe to the channel for more amazing videos like this. We'll see you with another interesting video.